sucks.
Yeah, you're just wrong on all accounts. It's okay.
Yeah. All right, we're going. It's Sunday, August 22nd. Brian, Mark, Hank. DCU Mark is joining us.
Yes. Yeah.
Not DCU. DCU Mac on Twitter.
DCU Mac.
Hello,
Mr.
gentlemen.
Collin.
Evening.
Hi.
What's up, Brian?
How is everybody?
All right.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
No, I
it's
don't.
good.
That's why I asked.
we had a hurricane.
Yeah, you okay?
Oh, everything's great. Yeah, no problems here. It was glorious. A lot of rain, really. Not much else. Just a whole lot of hot air,
Sound and Fury
which is perfect for this.
What?
Perfect for this podcast. A whole lot.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Chris is back home,
On assignment.
and he actually got to go to see Torque play.
On assignment is an old joke that we use sometimes to explain a former colleague who used to be on the show, but isn't anymore. She just kind of quit on us out of nowhere. For those people who don't know.
Oh.
For my sister in Wisconsin.
For Tracy. Which is another deep cut that nobody else is going to get. Very well played, Mark.
Mark, this is a different layout for
so
you.
yeah,
like,
so Chris is back home, and they got off the plane and they went straight to Stonehenge. I was
Really?
awakened by a picture Thursday morning. It hit 6:45. It's him and his wife at Stonehenge.
I don't think I got that picture.
He may not have sent it to
I don't think you know he had a wife, did
He
you?
doesn't. Wait, he's married? I
I
swear
swear
he
his
doesn't,
model
like,
is with him.
yeah, his
doesn't
mother-in-law.
invite me to weddings. Doesn't send me pictures. Well, I'm kind of glad he doesn't send me the pictures that he shares with Mark. But,
No,
yeah.
you don't want the pictures that Mark shares with anybody else. That's
Because
That's
you
the
guys
truth.
broke my ankle?
Oh, okay.
You broke your ankle.
Yeah.
Am I gonna? I just get. Yeah. Your dogs are awesome.
hey, Mark. Send
Yes.
Hank that picture directly, not as part of the
No,
group, as I've seen your
I don't wanna
broken
do it.
ankle.
I don't need to see that picture.
Okay.
I blocked Mark on my thing anyway. So that's
So, as you know, we always start every show with our segment "Ladies First." Collin joined us last week and was pretty much backed into choosing. Who did you
Orlando.
pick? Orlando, correct?
Who they lost to our Washington Spirit this weekend. One solo goal from Marta for Orlando, and
Yeah.
I don't remember who scored for Washington.
All I know is the Thorns won the Women's International Champions Cup, which I didn't even know was happening.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't. I honestly didn't. I feel bad about that, but they won, so I'm very happy for the ladies. They did a great job. They beat Olympic Lyon, I believe, to win that. So yeah, good for them. Great, good thing for them.
yeah.
Lots of exposure, which is always good for women's soccer in this
We love
country and around the
exposure.
globe. So yeah.
Ballard's not here, so I will provide his update. As the OL Reign come back from behind and beat his New York, New Jersey Gotham 3-2. The Megan Rapinoe show in that one.
Nice.
My North Carolina Courage. As Jessica McDonald got her 50th career goal, North Carolina defeats Kansas City 4-0. I think that one's kind of a bygone.
Am I the only one who hopes that at some point, like around Halloween, New York, New Jersey updates their shield so that, Lady Liberty has really, really dark eyes and dark mascara and they become the New York, New Jersey Gothic? Could be kind of hot. I'm just saying.
Don't think so.
Well,
Tracy, the reason why Mark
Yeah.
thinks that's hot is because he has a thing for goth chicks. Also, Hank, another reason to be glad you don't get
Yeah.
chicks.
Brian sees the worst of my peccadillos.
Mark creeps outside the Hot Topic at the mall.
Not anymore. I have to stay 500 feet away.
Well, I was gonna say it was a choice, but it was a choice
So
that
wait,
was
so,
made for him by the court system. Hank, tell us about your Rossing Louisville.
Well, they drew against. They had their own cup. They made up their own cup, which was something else, I guess. They invited some kind of invitational where Chicago and Louisville played in a league match, which was part of this tournament. So the winner of that got to move on to the final of the tournament. So they drew 1-1, and then they went to penalty kicks, which didn't count to the league match, but penalty kicks won by Louisville. And then they got to play, some German club, FC Beaver Muncher. Bayern München. Yeah. Why are you laughing? They won.
Oh, wow. That must be like I don't know what league Beaver Munchen is.
Is that like the poutine cup? Was that the sour mash?
Yeah, it was kind of like that. It was.
Okay.
It felt like a Superliga thing where they just said, "Hey, we're gonna have a tournament." Hey, let's go.
Complaints and comments to @Hisco5 on Twitter.
There you go. No, but I'll be honest with you guys. I watched this match. Bayern München was really good. They won the Women's Bundesliga last year, and they were a legit better team for most of the match. It did finish up 2-2 in regulation. An own goal in the 93rd or 94th minute of 9 minutes of stoppage time.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot of injuries, a lot of substitutions, and a lot of time talking about the substitutions because the goalkeeper actually got subbed out. Really exciting stuff, right? Whoever gets subbed out a goalkeeper. But it was a concussion thing. So it was like, well, is concussion thing part of, do we get a concussion substitution? Long discussion about that, which just added on time to the extra time at the end of the game. So Gemma Bonner deflected the ball into her own net in the 94th minute and sent the game to penalty kicks, where it went down to goalkeepers. 11 goals, 11 PKs taken. I think 4 or 5 of them from Louisville hit the post, and a couple of them else were saved. I mean, I think it finished up 7-6 in favor of Louisville when the substitute goalkeeper converted her penalty kick and then had to go and immediately stop the penalty kick from the opposing goalkeeper.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
It was pretty impressive, I have to say, and I was a little verklempt. I got a little emotional about it. I thought they fought hard and they deserved the victory in the end. So
A good game. And
even though it's
like
a plastic cup, it means nothing, right? And it's the first year they've ever done this, and to make it legit, they got to do something else. They got to you have to actually earn a spot in this tournament,
right,
to do it. And you can't just have 3 games.
Right now, is it called the Supporter Shield?
No.
Okay. Just wondering.
Because that's a meaningless cup that people get to play for.
It's not a cup.
Hey, let's look at the table. Portland, 29 points. North Carolina, 27 points. Portland does have a game in hand, but it's getting pretty close here. Washington, 3rd with 22 points. OL Reign, 4th, 22 points. And then we're all the way down to Chicago at 7th place with 21 points. So still a pretty tight race. Gentlemen, now's the time where we start the show, the semi-knowledgeable part of the show, where I will ask a series of questions, maybe 2 or 3. My panelists will provide rapid-fire answers, some knowledgeable, some correct, some clever, some marks.
Pow, pow, pow.
I know, I missed that 2 weeks ago. And then there will be an organic hashtag that pops up throughout the show, which you can then play along. I say this every week. Nobody cares. Nobody listens. It's just 4 of us. Question number 1. We're bringing it back. It's a segment we call Oasis or Mirage. I will give 3 teams from each conference. Top, middle, and bottom. Don't dismiss me like that.
No.
Top, middle, and bottom of the table. If they are a Mirage, means they are playing above where they should be. I mean, excuse me, they are playing not playing where they should be. Excuse me. If they're an Oasis, they're playing above their level. If they're a Mirage, they're playing below where they should be. Make sense? Got it, Collin?
Yep.
Oasis playing above, Mirage playing down.
Yep. Kind of like
All
where
right.
my club's at. We're stuck in a fucking Mirage.
We're going to start in the East with the number one team in Alexi Lawless's rankings, NYCFC. Mark.
Mirage is New York. They're going to tank. They're not that good. On paper, they could be outstanding, but they're not. They're just not.
Hank.
The Mirage. They haven't done anything. I don't understand what the hype train's about there. It's just, come on.
By the way, they are fifth in the Eastern Conference with 31 points.
They're fifth. They are fifth.
Chances are they're looking for a new GM, and he knows something, and
He's also doing it for clicks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Mirage. Yeah. Same. Yeah. I feel like they're gonna. I mean, they can only. What was the last season? They ended up tanking like really bad. They were up and then. So I see the same thing. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. They'll lay an egg.
Speaking of teams not making the playoffs, how about DC? Hank.
Oh. God damn it.
well, are they playing above their level? They gave us a run for the money the other night. It was an enjoyable game. They still lost, but it was an enjoyable game. Maybe they're a little bit better than I thought they were. No, they're not going to get anywhere.
Seriously, Hank.
Seriously.
They are who
No,
we thought they were.
Is that I wasn't sure if you were referring about the Revs or about DC United when you said that. So I was yeah.
They are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
So we're going with Mirage.
Yeah, I think Mirage.
Mark, you want to kick Collin while he's down?
I'm going to say.
You want to talk about Chivas North? They didn't win, so
I was going to say they're kind of like might be their Oasis.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know. I hate to. Yeah, fuck it. They're not making the playoffs. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Are you
Colin.
going to do that? You're
So
wearing
sorry,
a Man
Colin.
U hat and you're an LA Galaxy fan. Come on.
I'm sorry, Colin.
So,
Come on, man.
Mark and Hank, here's what
better.
you don't know is after last week's show when Collin sat in with us, DC lost, and I received two very upset tweets from Collin and Lori telling me that we have now jinxed DC United.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you not watching the show, I'm making a hand gesture.
It's a sham. It's
I'm
a
rolling
sham.
dice, as they might say.
Mark Villa is over there with a freaking voodoo doll on Fernando Losada.
DC right now, are they going to make the playoffs?
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. Let
Maybe.
me tell you,
but are they playing above their level right now? No. But
well, here's the thing.
So are they at an Oasis if they're not playing?
They
above
are
their
an
level?
Oasis, and I'll tell you why. Out of all the seasons, I watched a decade of Ben Olsen up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yes.
This season is
Sounds
immensely more difficult because we have a new coach, but also this last 3 game stint that we've had has been atrocious. Our defensive line looks awful. Since we lost, freaking after the New England game, what's his face? Areola, he freaking pulls his hamstring, so that didn't help matters.
Right.
He scores a goal. I'm like, shit, he's got to come off the field. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And then we have to rest Alfaro. Alfaro comes back, and then they're ball watching. That's what they've been doing. Emil Assad has concrete in his feet. I just hope Losada gets that hammered out. But I sincerely think this is a completely different team than it has been in the past 5
You
years.
just invent a new word.
Did you say sinceriously?
The fuck did you just say?
Sinceriously?
Well, play that back.
Sinceriously is the
Hashtag no shit Hank. Hashtag sinceriously.
Wow.
Can't use the same hashtag.
That's amazing. Hashtag sinceriously.
Wow.
Whoa, here we go.
I'm watching Anne Hathaway and Devil Wears Prada, and even that caught my attention. Wow.
Our
But
final
no,
team-
honestly, 5 years, I say within the past 5 years, we have been making a tremendous difference as far as our team goes. But I think we are on an upward trend. Right now, it's just working out the kinks. Obviously, New England has Bruce Arena. You guys have a stellar coach who is known for his tactics. He's a great coach.
No.
And
Bruce
Red
is not
like
a coach.
friggin'
Bruce
book.
is a manager. Bruce manages beautifully. He is not a coach. He will not develop a single player. He manages the people he has.
Touche.
That's a very important distinction there.
Touche.
But he is managing New England on his head. He is just out of control with that team.
Yeah, I mean, he pulled what was he got? He got De La Garza. I mean, shoot, man. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to win championships.
I was worried that he was going to bring Omar Gonzalez. To be honest,
Jeez. Yeah, dude, that guy's out. Like, how old is he now? Like 35?
Yeah.
Just be glad that you guys aren't suffering. New England isn't suffering what the Galaxy went through, where he brought in every single person he had on that 2002 World Cup squad. I mean, come on, Bearholder was barely, this far from crutches the whole time he was playing for us. My God. Yeah.
Oh, you want to see broken ankles? I suggest you go look at Ben Olsen's ankle. Have you seen that thing? Ben Olsen's ankles, dude. Those things are being held together by like silly putty. I'm not
like Josh Wolf's eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
That was another text yesterday. And our final team from the East, Oasis or Mirage, Columbus. Collin.
Ooh, Columbus, man.
And don't.
I'd say Mirage.
No, Mark. No Caleb Porter remarks, please.
What?
As I say that, taking a drink.
Mirage. I honestly watching this team, they coming off of winning the cup. It's a completely different squad. They need rebuild.
Hank.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're playing below their level. So is that a Mirage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mark.
Mirage. I don't think they're going to win the cup. I don't think they're going to get far in the playoffs this year, but I don't think they're playing at their level. I mean, I think they'll have a streak at
I think
the
they're
end.
better than they are, right?
They're better than they've been showing recently. I don't think they're any better than they were showing early in the season, but they're better than they've been showing recently. Absolutely. And that goes for a lot of teams. I mean, you look at a team like Portland, who got absolutely hosed by, Root Ball United last night. And, I mean, what's up? I don't know. Every team, this is MLS, and this is my Roy Kent moment. We're just a bunch of hacks talking about stuff we really don't know and can't tell from the outside looking in. We just don't know. But the thing about MLS, obviously it's a stupidly long season, just like every other league in the world. But this year, with it being a compressed season, compressed schedule, everyone's playing their balls off constantly. All teams are having to rotate. We're having to bring up kids all over the league. And no team is getting the full functionality of their team at any one time because of the schedule we're in, the travel, the heat, the difference in climate within this country. All these things factor in. It's not an excuse, but they all factor into the fact that no team plays as it should for very long in this league throughout the course of a particular season. Every team has its ups and downs. That's why I just don't stress anymore. It's a long season. It's going to happen. Jesus.
Wild Kingdom over there.
Yeah, it is.
Here's what I'll tell you is there's only 7 points that separate the three teams that I picked. New York City is 5th with 31. DC is 7th with 27. Columbus is 9th with 24. But New York City does have 2 games in hand. So it's, again, kind of like Mark's saying, Columbus could still make the playoffs. DC could still fall out of the playoffs. They could still make the playoffs. It's a long way to go, but we got to fill somebody's drive to work.
Not like this season is. Like
again, I'm making the rolling dice hand.
But I point to my own team, who was absolute dog shit last year, who were still statistically, numerically, mathematically able to make the playoffs with 3 weeks to go in the season. And they should have been long out of the playoffs long before that. But this is the way MLS functions. we have made up things like TAM, targeted allocation money. It's a fake resource the league made up to prop up this idea of parity.
And GAM. If you ever want to see Solar's head explode, use GAM and TAM in a sentence.
Oh my God.
Solar
is a friend of ours who works for a band that we know, just so you know.
Allie and I spent 10 minutes one day trying to explain it to him. He's like, no, he's like, I don't get this at all. Like, nobody really does. All right, let's move over to the Western Conference. At third place, 37 points, Colorado. Mark?
Colorado, I think they are just on their camels, fucking plowing along, man. They're not playing above their weight. They're not playing below their weight. They are playing the way they're supposed to be. They're playing really well. They're playing smart, and they are playing up to their opponents, which is something a lot of teams in this league don't do. So I'd say they're just on their camels plowing through the desert, man.
And they're 15th in the league in salary, which is also amazing.
Yeah.
Collin?
No, I bounce off what Mark's saying. No, they are on fire right now. Because every season I'm like, well, Colorado's just going to tank. Just another season for them. That's complete opposite. I think these guys they're going to make a playoff run. I think they're going to go far. How far that is, I don't know, but definitely expect big things from them for sure.
Hanky?
They are, Oasis, I guess, solid. They've got a really great home record. They've only lost once at home, and a couple of draws, but mostly wins. And points per game is huge, so they're doing really, really well. I think they've got a couple of U.S. Men's national team players on their roster. They might lose a couple of those coming up, qualifiers, whatnot. But we'll see. Most of that's going to be European based, but we'll see. But I think Oasis, yeah.
Our next team, currently 7th in the West, San Jose with 26 points, undefeated in their last 10. Back to you, Hank.
It's hard to go against that. Undefeated in 10? How many of those are wins, though?
It's soccer. That's the great thing.
Or
undefeated. Well,
right. They've got 26
and 10, but we're still undefeated.
Right. Yeah,
and
so I don't know. Mirage.
Kozlowski finished the game Wednesday as a defensive mid.
Right. Yeah, I think they may be a Mirage there. They're putting up great results, but if they've got unbeaten in 10, but they've only got 26 points. I mean
right.
That's not great.
If you're only pulling in a lot of draws. That doesn't help. Collin?
Mirage. They are the same team that you see season after season. Are they even spending money? I haven't really paid too much attention to San Jose, to be honest.
That is a valid point.
I haven't seen, it's completely lackluster performance. Is Wando still playing for that team? Or did he retire already?
Yeah, he's playing.
Still playing.
He's playing D mid now.
Jeez. How old is he? He's like in his 40s now, I think. Like, man, that guy is ancient. But
Mark.
I mean, yeah, Mirage.
Again, I think right now they're in an Oasis because they're barely above being off their camel. They're, like you said, 26 points with a 10-game unbeaten streak. That in itself is a little telling. Yes, they beat us the other night. I wouldn't say it was handily. I wouldn't say it was convincing. I wouldn't say that about many of their games, unfortunately. They're the Earthquakes. They always play with this outrageous lights out intensity when they're another team who gets up to play every game. So they always have this virile image of tenacity about them that they're always just going to just go pow, 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 right in someone's butt and just take him down from the get-go. But it never happens, really. And even when it does, it's never sustained.
But then when they do it, you're like, oh, they're really undefeated. San Jose is undefeated in 10? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I thought Collin made a great point. Are they spending money?
They're not.
No.
And our final team, just one slot down, just below the playoff line. Number 8, Portland, with 24 points. Collin.
Portland is a great team. But I think Mirage. I don't think they're playing up to their level right now. I mean, I think they should be playing a lot better, but I haven't seen any movement. Nothing lackluster. It's completely lackluster in my opinion.
Mark.
I'm going to say absolutely a Mirage, and I kind of have to internally, although here out loud, question whether or not Savarisi's lost the locker room. His players just aren't performing for him in a way that they always have performed. You know, who knows? Again, it's a long season, lots of travel, lots of stupid shit going on peripherally. Who knows what they're exhausted by? They look exhausted, they look bored, and they look just uninspired, which is not the Timbers. That's just not the Portland Timbers we've come to know in this league. So I have to question there if Gio's done something to lose the locker room or to lose his players. That's all, only because that's all I can figure. I'm not saying he has or he's done anything or something wrong.
Right.
That's all I can figure based on what I see from watching them play.
Hank.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of the West Coast teams. Obviously, it's different time zones. It's hard for me to stay awake. Past my bedtime. But I'd expect more out of Portland. So I'm going to say Mirage. I think they should be performing at a higher level.
Thank you for the expert
They've got some
insight.
good players.
And of course, following along this week, hashtag Sinseriously, SINSERIOUSLY. Quite possibly one of the greatest organic hashtags that we've had. Gentlemen, the MLS Liga MX All-Star game is coming up this week. What are you looking what's going to be your top takeaway just from the week? No Gignac for Liga MX. And it's going to be at the LAFC.
No Carlos Hill
at the bank. I'm just what do you think is going to be what's going to be the big headline for the week, Hank?
Matt Turner wins skills challenge. I don't know. Why are the goalkeepers competing in the skills challenge? And what are they going to do?
That's like that silly point guard thing they have at the NBA All-Star weekend. Like, what's this? I don't understand the skills.
How many balls they can bounce off their chin? I don't know.
Yeah, chest pass.
I know a girl who would compete in that.
Yeah, probably.
Hangs outside the team hotels every time.
I think it's going to be blood. There's going to be a fight. It's going to be awesome. So it'll be something like something about soccer hooligans invading the pitch. And
yeah, well, you're just reading off the Nice game today.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
They weren't playing so Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Somebody threw a water bottle at Poyet and he turned around and he chucked it back in the stands.
Oh,
and the fans and the ball and the fans came down. And
hey, Mark, by the way, speaking of the our last show, when you said a fan fighting in the stands, did you see the Steelers game?
Yes, I saw that. I saw that today.
What's up? But you knew things were on when
Steelers,
the guy was
is that like
taking
a
off his
Bundesliga
glasses.
team? What's that?
What's that? What'd you say?
Steelers are a Bundesliga team?
Yeah. They're the Beaver Munchen.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're the farm team for Beaver
but they're a
Munchen.
division below the Beaver Munchen.
Gotcha.
Okay, now we need to make jerseys for Beaver Munchen.
Oh my god!
Hey, you see what that is over my shoulder?
I see it.
What is it?
It's a cricket. We may have to make fake jerseys now.
Okay.
If we do it right, I'll get Port Mancunas to make
United. Brian, take your light and move it one way or the other.
No, you're light.
Your light, Brian. Move it one way or the other.
Why?
Because you got a stripe down the center of your face.
Shiny.
I'm a little shiny.
Okay.
I didn't put my makeup on before the show because I knew that all the 8 people that are going to be watching this. Again, rolling dice and motion.
Come on.
Collin, what's going to be your headline of All-Star Week?
well, Mark's powdered up for his OnlyFans after this. So
Yeah.
No,
Um,
but OnlyFans.
No obscene material there anymore.
It's not obscene. It's art. Nutscapes are okay. I'm going to get past this.
well, you need a photographer. Just don't ask Hank.
Yes.
But
I found a midget who's interested. It doesn't charge
okay.
very much.
Anyway, we're talking about.
Well, I thought you had that
So-
little Laotian girl.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Laotian woman.
pardon me.
But yes,
highlight
little.
for this. I don't know. I'm glad that none of the DC United players are selected because how I feel about All-Star games are the same as any other sport. I'm not a fan because risk players getting injured. That's not a huge fan of it. But I want MLS to pull one out against League MX just because Yeah, I know, Mark. I know.
Pulling out against.
Oh yeah, pull it out like.
Yeah, sorry.
Like
Sorry.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
That went from pulling out to arcing ropes really fast, Mark.
Oh, you've never met
Hey,
me. Have
got
you?
the Peter North Best Finish Award.
Oh,
This week's show brought to you by Elmer's Glue. If you want it sticky, it's Elmer's Glue. Hey, Mark, what's your headline for this week?
it's going to be Carlos Vela scores 18 and LAFC is back to save the league in American soccer. And they're going to jump to the top of the fucking power rankings. Alexi Lawless, Stu Holden, and Taylor Twellman are going to be gargling their balls for the rest of the season. That's it, man. That's all it can be.
Gargoyle.
Just two hands.
The gargoyle.
Yeah. Taylor Twellman is just going to become
I think-
Vela's gargoyle.
We've done enough damage. Gentlemen, we'll reconvene in 2 weeks because nobody gives a shit enough, A, about this show, or B, the All-Star game to hear what we
But-
think about it next week.
To echo Collin very quickly, All-Star Game should be akin to the Pro Bowl. It should be an affair the night before MLS Cup or the week before MLS Cup. That's when the All-Star Game should be. So that teams like the Galaxy or LAFC or the Revolution or whoever don't have to play these fucking games to keep their stars out of this meaningless game where they could get hurt.
Right.
And
And
risk
play-
fines and bans and all that bullshit. It should
You
be
bring it up. Excellent point, because Carlos Heel is out indefinitely with some kind of muscle, soft tissue injury, whatever you call it. Rolling dice.
Hank rolling dice.
But part of me is like, well, maybe he's just waiting for the All-Star game to be over before he comes back.
I mean,
Why would you want to
coming
put
back
yourself
before
through
then? Yeah, I don't want Chicha playing in the All-Star game. I'm hoping
that?
he
I
can
think
come back.
Bruce
after.
Arena might be like, why don't you take another week? Why don't you just have another week off? Just make sure you're really healthy
Because
before you come back.
because it all plays into all you really have to do is make a run in the last quarter of the season.
It's true.
If you can
And
do that,
anything could happen.
That's
anything
true.
happens. It doesn't
If you're
matter.
talking MLS Cup, yes.
But you tweak a hamstring or a calf or a knee or an ankle at an All-Star game, and all of a
You're up
sudden
from-
you start dropping
you're-
down the standings and giving up points. How do you explain that?
Yep.
All because you're trying to merge with Liga MX.
Okay,
I put the
so
hand on set the other day, man. It was brutal.
random question: who would be the officiating ref you want to officiate this match?
The tall, bald guy who used to do the German soccer.
Ted
He looked like the villain from Weird Science. I don't remember his name though.
Oh, I know who you mean. The villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Salazar.
The biker guy from Weird Science. There used to be a German referee who looked just like that guy.
Oh, sorry.
God. I don't know.
I don't.
Somebody who's
Don't know
just
the
going to
name.
throw a wrench into
Not
this
a pro.
entire game.
Not a pro referee because they suck.
Jeff Fisher.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Not
that's it.
POTUS. Not
We've
POTUS.
We've successfully killed 36 and a half minutes.
Hey.
You can play along hashtag Sinceriously, SINSERIOUSLY. One of the dumbest things that's ever come out of anybody's mouth on this show. Colin,
You're welcome.
Gloriously so.
Yeah. Oh no, I say that with peace and love and high praise. Give us your plugs before we get out of here.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at DCU Mac MACK.
Yeah, you dummies.
Mark. You can also a quick plug for this guy, Dave Johnson. Our announcer.
It's in the net.
It's in the net.
It's in the net.
He's also raising money for MS awareness. So if you check out at Dave Johnson, I think that's what it is on Twitter. But if you find him on Twitter, he's raising money because he is he has MS and raising money for awareness. So
do you have a link? Can you?
I do not. Give me 1 second. You guys want to go through your thing?
That's right. Just send it to the show and I'll forward it out.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Hank.
Disco5 on the Twitter and the Instagram.
I thought your family was going to get blown off the cliff today, by the way.
Yeah, it was looking pretty nice out there, huh?
At the Mark Via on the Twitters, Fat Kid Nutscapes on OnlyFans, and I think I have an Insta. I don't really know what I think Beaner Lights. I don't know. I'll have to look.
Oh yeah, it's at Dave J Sports on Twitter.
Oh, I think about my Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I just got fired from a gig. Yeah,
Which one?
I don't know. We'll see.
Game show?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Yeah.
All right.
At
Top of the Table TV on Twitter, topofthetable.tv. If you ever care about watching this, nobody does, but yet I still insist on posting it. At Brian Bentley on Twitter and Instagram. Again, nobody cares. Hey, for the two of you that listened, thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit up Mark Yasilevsky and have him drop a beaver munchin badge. I'm gonna ask him to do that for us.
Sincerely.
Yeah.
It's not crazy.
All right.
Any graphical artists listening to this, we would love your input.
Who?
Any graphic artists come up with a design, beaver munching.
I love that you think that there are people listening to this.
Oh, I have no doubt in my mind. Probably in like Japan or something. I don't know.
No,
Nigeria.
The Nigerians. Yes.
Bit. Oh, fuck. My apologies to Evan Ream. I was going to get his thoughts on Sacramento not having a player in the All-Star game.
Evan Sack.
I still need to reach out. That's my apologies.
Have they broken ground yet?
Huh?
Have they broken ground on their stadium yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll have to get Evan on. Hey, thanks. That's it. That's Top of the Table. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.